Hi, this is Steve Ferguson, the loan officer over at Thrive Mortgage, here today with Terrence Hunley, a fantastic agent with eXp Realty. Now, Terrence, you were telling me that you get some questions occasionally from customers about financing and credit, and so what kind of questions did you run into?
Yeah, everybody seems to be just a little scared to kind of pull the trigger to buy that first house, or they got to figure out even if they can. Biggest one is, so my credit's not great. Can I even qualify for a loan? What's the process?
Yeah, it's a great question. So the very first thing we do with every client is we get a loan application complete and we pull credit. Once we see what that credit looks like, then we can determine if is there a program available to them, B, what can be done to improve their credit to get them to a qualifying point, and then see how long is it going to take. So goal number one is to get them qualified in the shortest amount of time possible. And then goal number two would be, okay, if we're going to improve that credit score, can we get this house done in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months? The beautiful thing, Terrence, is we have a program called Thrive for Home. Its entire design is to incubate a borrower, repair their credit, and get them where they want to go. Average time frame is about 4 to 6 months on that program. So the beautiful thing is, Terrence, you can refer everybody to us, and regardless of their situation, we're going to have a solution to get them into a home.
And what I always try to tell people is that even though you may not be able to qualify today, if you start on the process, the time's still going to go by. Where do you want to be in that 6 months? Do you want to be closer to actually owning that home?
100% right, 100% right. Invest in yourself, right?
Right.
Because if we start today, then you're 100% right. 6 months from now, they could be in a home, earning that equity and being in a lot better position to buy it and get it to where they need.
The other big question I run into is, I don't have a down payment. Can I still buy a house?
The answer is yes, absolutely. There's several programs that give you zero down payment programs. So if you're a veteran, it's 100% financing. A USDA loan in an outlying area that's rural is 100% financing. And then down payment assistance as low as a 620 credit score will essentially give you a zero down home loan as well. So absolutely, there's ways to get in with no money down.
Okay. And what would you say is some of the more common tough things that run up into like the mortgage loan process that people still kind of find a way to get past and still find themselves into a home?
Well, down payment you just brought up is a great idea. You know, there's ways to get past the down payment situation even if you don't qualify for down payment assistance. You're not a veteran and you don't qualify for USDA. There's gift funds you can borrow from your 401k. There's lots of opportunities there that we find ways to get past for the client. Credit is another great solution. There's some things you can do to your credit to boost your scores in a very short amount of time. Most people think it's going to take a very long time to get those scores where they need to go. But in reality, we've been able to improve credit scores in as little as 3 days. So that's probably the two most important aspects that we see from most buyers.
And then for the people who've already owned a home for a while and they're kind of thinking of taking that next step of getting an investment property, what are the type of things they have to worry about when they still may have a mortgage on their current place?
That's a great question. So when you're buying investment property for the first time, number one, you can't do it with zero down. You're going to have at least 20% down to buy investment property. It's a great program, though. You definitely want to look into it. If you're looking at investment properties, call Terrence. Let's talk. But the things you need to look at for is to use people who are experienced in this business to guide you in the right direction. And Terrence is one of those guys who can definitely do that. What type of property to buy, where to buy it, where is it going to get the most rent for your money, right? And you also want to make sure it's going to be occupied. You don't want to buy a property that's going to sit there vacant for month over month because you're losing money on those things. So use an expert to make sure you get the right information and find the right piece of property.
Awesome. Well, thank you for answering those questions.
Sure.
Get them all the time, so it's going to be nice to kind of have the right answers for them.
Absolutely. Well, Terrence, thanks so much for taking your time today. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have any questions at any time, reach out to Terrence, reach out to me. We're happy to help, and we can't wait to see you soon.